Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, just like how most people did last weekend, I was caught up in the Star Wars Battlefront Beta. I was very excited because I played the older ones a lot back in the OG Xbox days. Um, so I was really looking forward to this, testing it out, see how it would play compared to the old ones. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with it, just from what I played. Like, sort of at first, I was kind of like struggling to get back in the flow of things because I think I was trying to play more like a Twitch shooter, like Call of Duty, Halo 4. Trying to react sort of fast to it, but it's totally not that style. It did have like its own feel to it compared to shooters at its time, and it's good to see that it keeps the same feel, even though like you start off in first person perspective. It totally still feels like Star Wars Battlefront. They didn't try like, like really change and make it like something else that it wasn't. The same feel was there, and because of that, I think I really, really liked what I played. As for the atmosphere of the game, it did feel very Star Wars. The environments, they all look clean. Everything looked really nice. I did play the beta on the Xbox One. Was able to notice that the resolution was in 1080. I didn't mind so much. Everything still looked great. The sound design was awesome. Everything you heard sounded like it came directly from the Star Wars movie. I really appreciated that, being a sound guy myself. So I thought that was one of the best features of the game. As for the game modes and stages, first there was a single player / co-op mission where basically they would send you waves of stormtroopers at you and you're supposed to guard like a certain little area. It was based on Tatooine. Once again, the environment looked great. It seemed kind of nice. I think I finished it like way under 10 minutes. It was cool. It just seemed more to get familiar with the settings of the game, or get the feel of the game itself. The second game mode was an online multiplayer match, where basically you had to try to gain control of an area / they called it a rescue pod, and defend it for a couple of minutes. And if you didn't get there in time, that would have probably let the other team get there first, take the pod. So then your objective would be to take the other team down and take the pod, or stop them from taking the pod. After a couple of matches, at least for me, that mode got a bit boring. And I feel that's because it is more player versus player, just in a small area, nothing really else to it. And the third mode is where I think I had the most fun, which really like spotlighted this beta. And I felt like it was fun for mostly everyone. So it's based on Hoth. One side is the rebels. They're trying to defend their base, while the Empire is trying to come in and destroy their base. The Empire team has these two massive AT-AT walkers. So as the rebels, you guys are trying to take them down. And with the Empire, they have to go through 3 different checkpoints. The third checkpoint being the rebels' base. And once they do get there, the AT-ATs, they just blast their base. And what I think really added to this stage was the inclusion of power-ups. There was the Jedi power-ups where you could be either Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, of course depending on what team you're on. And there were vehicle power-ups where you could either pilot a TIE fighter or a snow speeder, and you could have dogfights right above where everyone else is playing. It really adds on to it. You don't know what could happen because of that. There are plenty of times where I'm just walking around and then like out of nowhere you see like a fighter just come down, like crash next to you, or vice versa. If you're in a like snow speeder and then you see Imperial forces there, you could just like try to shoot them off one by one, or even just like crash towards that area and try to get like a couple of kills. As for the manner how these power-ups get distributed, they're on the stage randomly, so you could just be walking along and then you can see like a little power-up symbol, and you could get it that way. In the older games, in order to be a Jedi, you had to get like the best score out of a certain period of time. And as for vehicles, you could only play them in specific places. The power-ups are just all across the field, so you're not too sure what you're going to get whenever you see one. I really had fun with this game. I was already going to buy Star Wars Battlefront, but after playing the beta, I'm even more excited to get it. I can't wait to try all the different modes. Hopefully there will be a good amount of them that are just like Hoth, or at least in a huge giant scale like Hoth. I don't have too many complaints because it is a beta. I can't say lack of content, because we don't have access to all the content that's going to be in the game. So, crossing my fingers that there's plenty of stuff to do in this. Other than that, once again, I'm very excited for this game. Hey guys, if you played the beta and enjoyed it or didn't like it, please leave a comment down below. I'm really interested to see people's thoughts on this. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and check out our past videos where we review Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 and NBA 2K16.